son. It's strictly business.
Hey. How y'all feeling?
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
And if you can't tell, the moon is back in Leo, y'all. But we ain't even gonna talk about that. We just finna vibe.
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
I might even spit something for you. Cause they really ain't fucking with me. You niggas ain't my caliber. Y'all just chill, man. We finna get into it.
It's not personal, son. It's strictly business.
You niggas ain't my caliber. That's why I keep a 40. Got the gift of being still can't ever say it, write it for you. If I ever get decoded, you can write it down and quote it. You can bury me a G with my pockets looking bloated, ayy. Cause this dirty game, my soul is dirty game, my soul is this dirty game, my soul is in the end. I stand to reap it. Life flash before my eyes, cause I know these niggas creeping. They think I ain't keeping it, they finna catch me sleeping till I let that bitch loose and leave a motherfucker leaking. I see the last Mohican, lest these laws kill me first. I know you rap niggas on the off me in your verse, brother. You can go rehearse, I steady gas up that hearse. I'm zipping niggas up in the 6-foot black purse. They say the truth hurts, but all you gotta do is pop some hydrocodone. I'm rolling on chrome. Your hoe is in the zone, that's why she blowing up my phone. Yes, sir, she like the nigga with that. I ain't gon' say it. Every time I get up on this bitch, I'm just gon' slay it. They might as well just pay it. All the way to the AM. Been going out since the PM with them different freaks every time you see him, yeah. I'm just playing, no. I'm cold. Yeah. You thought it was a motherfucking game? Not with me. Cause I always tell the truth, man. Even when I lie, if I take the risk to shoot down somebody finna die, I reply straight from my top. I shoot straight from my hip. I look at hoe in his eye. I lose 8 from the clip. These tails from the crib. Yeah, I'm a crib keeper. If you trying to keep your bitch, man, don't leave around the cheaper. I'm 13 kinds of evil, but my vocals kinda nice. I can't lie. It's some nights I idolize them city lights. There's plenty fights, cause if I say it, bet your ass I'm gonna do it. I leave your mouthpiece raggedy if I run this right through it. Don't add no Sprite to it. I spit my priceless knowledge straight. I fuck these niggas off and bag them up like 28. I got that drink by the... Ooh, stop, man. Man, hold up. What it was, man. Y'all know who it is. And you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And this ain't shit but a little cosmic insight, y'all. And the moon is in Leo, so I had to let my mane hang, make everybody smile a little bit, but that ain't what we finna talk about, man. Shit gonna get serious. And it's gonna get real serious, cause this right here, this a little something about those people that have Saturn in the 2nd house of their natal chart. And you know why we gonna talk about that? Cause I have Saturn in the 2nd house of my natal chart. Yep. Is my money fucked up? Not anymore. But I'm up there in age. I just look like this, you dig? So anyway, man, before we even get to that, what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown on what Saturn means in astrology. Then after that, I'm gonna give y'all a little information on what the 2nd house of the astrological chart actually is. So we ain't got no time to waste, y'all. We finna get it cracking. So if you don't know by now, Saturn is the motherfucking resident disciplinarian and motherfucking taskmaster of the zodiac. And it ain't gonna make shit easy for you at all, man. And being the ruler of the sign Capricorn in the 10th house, you know what I'm saying? Saturn is gonna make you put the work in if you ever wanna see true results. You know what I'm saying? And like the priceless message, pardon me, of Jesus Christ himself, you know, if Jupiter gives you a fish, you know, to feed you for a day, you know, Saturn is gonna teach your ass to fish. And you'll never be hungry again. And that's real. That's real. And, you know, it also rules the sign of Aquarius in the 11th house to a lesser degree. So I can't go without saying that. But besides ruling discipline and hard work, you know, it's okay to yearn to conquer the world too with Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Saturn is also about time and all of its usefulness and also all of its limitations as well. So, you know, it also rules over old age and the lessons that teaches us. And wherever Saturn shows up in your chart, man, you know, it shows where you feel the most restricted, you know, where you feel the most obligations and fears. You know what I'm saying? The sign placement of Saturn, for me, it shows the type of energy connected with your obligations. And the house placement, you know what I'm saying, in the natal chart shows the arena of life that you'll feel the most restricted in. And that's the place that you're going to have to learn the most discipline. And, you know, that's where you're going to have to work hard to obtain the things that come to you. And, you know, the aspects show the most direct involvement of other areas of life with feelings of responsibility. Yeah. That. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. But anyway, you know, lastly, Saturn takes about 28 to 32 years to traverse the whole zodiac and return to the place of your birth. And this time is called your Saturn return. And, you know, these times, you know, are typically times that signify karmic cycles in our life and either bring really rough times about or, you know, ease up some motherfucking restrictions that we might have been feeling. But whatever's going to happen, it's going to flip shit around for you. You know what I'm saying? It might even put you through something. So, you know, it can add some pressure to you and make that diamond shine. You know, I'm shining. So the second house. The second house is ruled by Venus and Taurus, and it symbolizes, you know, what the self has to work with materially in this life. Pardon me. You know, this your money. This is your possessions, you know, your physical resources. And, you know, it can also represent our desires and our values. Planets here can operate in the realm of material needs and also can indicate what you value most. You know what I'm saying? And the sign placement that's in the second house, this shows really, to me, the best way that you can make your money in that type of energy. What type of energy would be the most lucrative for you? You feel me? And, you know, it's just really about your values, your possessions, your money, you know, that's what it is. And so when you have Saturn in the second house, yeah. So let me light my shit because this been rough on me. I ain't gonna lie to you. This Saturn in the second house, it was rough on me. But I stopped allowing it to be. Okay, so the first obvious thing that we see here is that Saturn is gonna fuck up or at least restrict the ability to see substantial financial or material gains until, you know, probably a little bit after that first Saturn return, man. And that first Saturn return is gonna be between the ages of 28 to 32. So, you know, but I could also say that due to the lessons it's taught, you know what I'm saying? And also that deep inherent fear of poverty and not having enough, you know what I'm saying? When Saturn does come up off of you, you know what I'm saying? Chances are you're going to come up in a big way. And, you know, and that's also because of the patience, determination, and discipline that's been instilled in you from having your shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that does have to do with yourself, but a lot of it has to do with circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And really looking deeper into that, because I do have this placement and I fear this to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers with this placement, like myself, you know, we come from, you know, probably a really fucked up background, man. You know what I'm saying? That for some reason, they didn't receive all the nourishment that they needed, man. And whether that be, you know, living in poverty and, you know, not actually having food or, you know what I'm saying, sustenance or somewhere safe to live, like I had to deal with several times in my life, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, just not having nobody ever show them you know what I'm saying, how the fuck to conduct themselves financially, you know what I'm saying? And so all of it just really ended up in a fucked up situation off the rip for these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sad. Saturn in the second house, folks, you know what I'm saying? They're the type that had their parents putting shit in their name and, you know what I'm saying, fucking their credit up and putting, you know what I'm saying, putting bills on their shit, you know what I'm saying, growing up before they were even grown, man. So, you know, like I said, they just really kind of didn't have a chance financially off the rip. And, you know, it's hard because they also, you know, I can also see that, you know, it plays out where the individuals, you know, might, you know, make rather decent money. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually don't have a job where I didn't make decent money as far as pay rate goes. But because of debt, because of codependency, because of habits, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be bad drug habits or bad spending habits or just not giving a fuck about money, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just aren't able to see your full gains. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just really even keep your head above water no matter how much you make. So it's rough. But I can say that, you know, regardless, you know what I'm saying? There are other aspects that could play out, but what we always do see here, and I know this, like I said, from personal experience, is someone who holds, you know what I'm saying, financial security of the utmost importance, man. And, you know, fears poverty and, you know, being without and just lack. And, you know what I'm saying? They will just really stress about money, you know what I'm saying? Even on payday, even on payday, man. And that's just why it's there, man. And on top of that, I've seen that a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? That deep fear can make these people, right, really have the tendency to choose jobs that they don't enjoy or fear the type of shit that they feel trapped in rather than, you know, something that's spiritually nourishing for them. You know what I'm saying? They want to do a job instead of have a career. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that career is probably something that's going to be aligned with their life's purpose. And, you know, at a certain crossroads, and, you know, probably that Saturn return, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be disruptions to the structures that they're comfortable with and used to that are going to be meant to kind of like refocus them and, you know what I'm saying, get up on their ass and align them toward their true path, which in this case, you know what I'm saying, that actually means putting money into their motherfucking pocket and food on the table. You know what I'm saying? Saturn wants to teach you how to be a provider, and Saturn wants to teach you how to value these things because in the end, Saturn's going to give you a lot. He wants you to be able to handle a lot. Saturn is not all bad. And I used to really have a real fear or deep misunderstanding of Saturn until, and a lot of people will tell you this, I grew up. And it has nothing to do with my knowledge of astrology. It's just till I grew the fuck up. And as I've grown the fuck up and I've learned the things that about my Saturn return throughout my Saturn return that I went through that's got me here with y'all, that like, I love Saturn, man, because Saturn's big time daddy energy. Saturn ain't finna hand you shit. Saturn's gonna make you get it. And I'm a go-getter. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all don't notice, everything is aesthetic with me. You know what I'm saying? You see that? See, Saturn's gonna make you get it all day if you got Saturn in the second house. Ain't shit gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? That's why my shit says paid in full. Because that's what I'm trying to be, man. And it has nothing to do with me helping y'all, but I done seen the worst. And it's time for me to get the best. And there's nothing wrong with you wanting to get the best, man. And I'm gonna have it. Because Saturn been teaching me how to handle it, baby. Yeah, don't hate. But anyway, man, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, depending on aspects, I can't say in sign placement, Saturn is even going to show you what avenues of life that are going to be most lucrative for you, man. But, like I said, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because the flip side of this is, you know what I'm saying? Saturn is going to put these people through shit that's gonna be tumultuous. And everything you get in life, you're gonna have to work for it. This means ain't nothing gonna be easy. You gonna get a lot, but you gonna work for a lot, man. And if you don't work, you ain't gonna get it. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't grind, you don't shine. Okay? That's what it is. That's what Saturn is about right here. You know what I'm saying? And these people, like myself, we're going to have to learn how to save, spend consciously, and make wise investments, because we know what it's like to go without. And the fear or resentment that's felt, or the possibility of ever having to go back there, man, you know what I'm saying? That has to be a key motivating factor in our life. And I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, man. And I also say this, man, that for me, it's a humongous catalyst behind a lot of shit that I do. So for a lot of people that have Saturn in the second house, that fear of poverty, you know what I'm saying? It has a lot to do with a lot of the shit they do. And that comes in both negative and positive aspects, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you do fucked up shit. I know I have, because you ain't trying to do it. But that's not where your blessing's gonna come from. And, you know, as with most things, especially with Saturn, though, time heals all wounds. It does. And if they can just stay down and pay attention to what the universe is trying to teach them, you know what I'm saying? It really has the potential to turn out amazingly for us, y'all. It really does. But you got to be willing to put the work in. And maybe y'all see it. That's why I'm here working so hard with y'all. So many things play into this factor. If I look at my chart, like my Mars in Capricorn, it got something to say for that motherfucking Saturn in the second house. That's what's going to lead me. And those two feed off of each other. My Venus in Leo and Mercury in Leo in the 10th house. That got me right here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that plays out through that Saturn in the second house. That's the tools that I've been given. And you have the tools to combat all of that also. You know what I'm saying? But moving on. Another thing that I do want to talk about before I close this out is, you know, a lot of people do ask me about indicators of death in astrology. And on that, I refuse to comment, man. Because, you know, things like that are really unpredictable. And when you tell somebody something like that, and you tell them something wrong, then their people die, then you feel responsible. And I'm not going to do that. But I will say this, there are two indicators of a long life for me when I look at a chart, okay? And that is the axis of Saturn in the 8th house and Saturn in the second house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is, man. If y'all think I'm saying it because it's my placement, you know what I'm saying? It's not. It's not, man. This is something I've seen with other people from personal experience. I've read it in books. I've watched it in videos. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it in lectures. Okay? And that's just the truth, man. There's something that has to be said about it. And I do place a significant amount of stock in it because, you know, there's something about that stubbornness of Taurus that just doesn't quit. And it still is going to enjoy itself too, being in the second house. You know, Saturn in the second house is that 100-year-old motherfucker that testifies that they lived this whole time by smoking good weed and drinking beer, man. And shit, it's really just that their soul values life with Saturn in the second. But Saturn's going to make sure it's done the right way. And we'll talk about what that means for Saturn in the 8th when we get to Saturn in the 8th. But that ain't what we are talking about right now. Saturn in the second, it can be hard, man. It's going to mess with your money, man. It is. But really, it's going to teach you how to value the right things and how to really master your own earning potential, okay? Because nothing's going to be handed to you. Get it? But just remember, it don't matter where Saturn is. Just because you built like that, you ain't got to build like that, man. You ain't got to feed into the bullshit, okay? You can just keep it moving, okay? And that's what I've been doing. But I'm also past my first Saturn return now. In about 20 years, I know I'm in for it. But till Until then, we keeping it all the way G. Hey, man, I appreciate all the love and support. If y'all interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, that's some fire. Y'all can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Hey, man, if you're waiting on a natal chart reading, man, I got it coming out to you, okay? If y'all interested in any merch whatsoever, yeah, fuck with me, okay? And this ain't for no kids, so I'm not going to excuse my vulgarity either. If y'all fucking with me on any level, y'all need to like, share, and subscribe, man. Cause I know I made some of y'all smile today, man. And I still got more coming to you, because here in a minute, we're going to talk a little something about those people that have Saturn in the first house of their natal chart. Yes, sir. Things are about to get real, tits. Y'all keep it true.